What up, Saints fans? We're back with Sitting Down with the Saints podcast, episode number 4. Big one here.
Shout out YouTube watchers as well.
I'm your host, Gavin Cornforth. I'm here with...
I'm Jay Reeder.
And William Starring.
Today we got a big guest, Brayden Morrison. Let's clap it up for Brayden Morrison.
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming. But
Yeah. I know we've been talking about it for a little while here.
Yeah, I'm excited to hop on with you fellas.
All right. Tell us a little about yourself.
Kind of grew up playing minor hockey in Calgary, Alberta. Kind of played the AMBHL Bantam League there, and then and then I went to the Midget League, and then ended up playing in the AJ for 2 years.
Who'd you play for in the AJ?
Okotoks Oilers, so just like an hour south of my house. It was pretty nice. Just could bill it there, and then even on Sundays when it was like nice and close, you could go back for dinner and stuff. So pretty good time there.
Yeah, that's clutch.
What teams did you play like growing up? Did you play like the Sens or those
So
teams?
that's more like Eastern Canada. So like I played, I don't know, I guess you could say, like it wasn't like a prep league or anything. So you play like, it's called like quadrant hockey. So there's like 4 AAA teams in Calgary, 4 in Edmonton, and then like the rural areas in Alberta had a couple teams as well.
So
it's just, like, a
Canada,
league.
they're kind of split into the regions even when you're
Yeah,
younger.
so I played for like Northwest Calgary with the team, with the association I played for growing up.
So you a Calgary fan then?
I mean, I do cheer for them, but they're having kind of an off year right now, so it's a little frustrating.
They're
yeah,
not
I'd say-
terrible, right, this year?
Yeah, they're okay. They're out of a playoff spot right now, but they're not what they were last
Tough
year.
to see Gaudreau go.
Yeah, were you
Yeah,
rattled?
I was a little rattled about that. I'm not gonna lie.
They have Huberto, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
that was a trade.
but he's not quite living up to the name right now.
Dude, he was nasty last year, but this season he hasn't been playing
They
great.
got a couple players.
He's
They
still
got
like
good
putting up
Yeah,
decent
it's
points,
not as good as
but
last year.
last year he was like one of the best in the league.
Did they get rid of Kachuk as well?
Yeah, he signed
That's
in Florida too.
that was with
Yeah,
the Huberdeau trade
He re-signed
Okay,
in
yeah,
Florida.
yeah.
because they got Uyghur too and like a first rounder.
They
right?
also have who's number 28? Who's that?
Oh, Elias Lindholm.
yeah, he's
he's
good.
sick. Yeah, he's
I think he's
fantastic.
underrated.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
might be one of the better players on the
Wait,
team
so
for sure.
Kachuk left Calgary already? Or?
No,
Yeah,
we
they
got
traded
traded.
in the Huberdeau
That was
trade.
with the Huberdeau trade.
Then he signed an extension in Florida.
I see.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
tough to see those guys go, but
All right. If you guys don't know, Brayden Morrison came almost middle of the year, close to that, but he was at Wisco before that. So if you want to tell us a little bit about Wisco or how it was there, your experience being there for what, a year and a
year
half?
and a half, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a ton of fun. I had a lot of good memories there. Got pretty close to my class, obviously, and the rest of the team there. School was great. Campus was pretty amazing. All the amenities, stuff like that, just didn't really necessarily work out hockey-wise for me. So thought it'd be best to kind of take a step in a new direction and get back to playing. Didn't really get much playing time there. So, yeah, I'm excited to be here now and play the game I love,
Yeah.
And speaking of it, I mean, not totally working out the way you would have hoped. When did you decide to go to Wisco? When did you decide to commit there?
I committed like my first year in junior, so I think it was right around just after Christmas. So I think I was pretty young, still like 17.
So this was your first AJ year?
Yeah, first year in the AJ.
Okay.
So yeah, right around Christmas time, I think. Just after that, just took a couple visits, and then ultimately decided on Wisconsin.
And did they have high hopes for you, like, right away? I mean, because you said, we were talking about it on the bus a little bit, you said it wasn't the original plan for you to go in the year that you did.
Yeah, necessarily, like I didn't, just like playing in the AJ the year after my first year, we kind of had like big gong show there. Like it wasn't really much of a scene. That the team played 8 games, I think it was.
That's right.
So now
COVID crushed Canada.
yeah,
dude.
man, it was pretty
Yeah,
tough
all
there.
those-
Because you guys were in lockdown for like couldn't touch the ice for like a year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was hard. You couldn't skate at all. Like you do like 5 guys on the ice at a time.
That's
Yeah.
Like I think our team that year had like 4, 5 quarantine segments, like they were 2 weeks at a time. So yeah, we only got an 8 games, so it was a little frustrating. So looking back, I wish I could maybe stay another year in junior. It could have worked a different way, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
whatever
you
happens, happens.
Exactly.
And then
Trips passed.
coming from Canada, what made you decide to go the college route?
Yeah, I mean, so my dad played college at Michigan, so he kind of had a lot of influence on that. I mean, I was drafted to WHL to like the Silver Tips, Everett Silver Tips, so I would go to their camps and stuff like that. It was pretty close to staying, but I mean, that young, I kind of wanted to keep my options open, play a little junior A instead. So kind of just went with the punches, rolled with the punches, and end up at Wisconsin going there.
And was education a big factor?
Yeah,
for you?
definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's always important to have that secondary option.
Oh, yeah.
You never know if like, you can get injured or hockey doesn't work out. You got to have that backup plan. So that was definitely in my thought process.
For sure.
Yeah.
And not only that, we were talking about becoming kind of the best person you can be. Like that also means
Totally.
the smartest person. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, furthering education is like always a good thing. So
It's two different avenues. You got to strengthen both. You know.
Yeah.
yeah, totally.
Something we usually ask the guests on the show is how was like the day-to-day lifestyle at Wisco compared to
yeah.
here, and
Yeah.
how did you guys like balance your academics toward like or hockey and academics? You know.
Yeah, so like my freshman year, we went in early for the summer and just a couple of like credits ahead. So I took like a class and then go in the rink in the morning, and us freshmen would do like schoolwork from I don't know like 8:50 to like an hour, I guess, doing class like online on Zoom. Then we'd have like workout and skate after that during the summer. So then we came back for the school year, got like a couple weeks off in August, and so we like live in the dorms and stuff like that. So usually wake up in the morning, go to class. Like I had an 8 a.m. my first semester, was kind of tough. So we got pretty early, but it was not bad. I mean, it all worked out. But go to class like the usual. It's like 10:30, 11, maybe even 12, then head over to the rink. And there's like lunch there for like all the athletes that train out at the Kohl Center where we play our games
Oh
at.
no way.
So it was like all sport lunch. So like the basketball team be eating
That's,
lunch,
That sounds nice.
swimming and diving, women's hockey, men's hockey, women's basketball, like tennis and golf. So like, there's like a big cafeteria, like buffet
And
line.
they all train out of the Kohl Center.
Yeah, like that's so usually there's two cafeterias. There's one at the football stadium where like track and soccer and football
Oh,
and all the
gotcha.
other sports over there eat.
Gotcha.
And then yeah, so we kind of split it up. So yeah, we'd eat lunch there. Usually have like a workout and then hop on the ice after that. And then we get like a post practice meal there as well, which is pretty nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice.
So you take them care of pretty nicely there.
I know Wisco treats their guys pretty well. Like you guys fly to like places when you need
Yeah, I
to,
know.
which is
You
pretty
actually.
crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of money in the Big Ten schools, obviously
yeah,
with the football programs and stuff like that, and how big the schools are. So yeah, you feel like you're in the NHL a bit, getting chartered planes and stuff like that. It's a little ridiculous.
You make it to any of the football games, or is that
Yeah,
kinda-
yeah. Usually in the start of the year, like before we have our season going on, you can get to a couple of games, which is pretty electric. Like I remember,
Oh, those games.
Oh,
are
it's
so
got-
yeah, like one of the
Disgusting.
first weekends there, we went to the home opener against Penn State. It was the first time fans were back in the Camp
Oh,
Randall after
gosh.
COVID.
That's dangerous.
And it was like pretty crazy. I mean, they took us out on the field. They take like different like sports teams on the field like
Yeah.
during home
Oh, they
games to like
do?
recognize them.
Yeah.
So obviously after the season they had, we did a pretty good year before I got there, and went on the field and stuff like that with all the boys, and like
That's fun.
all the students are like cheering your name and stuff like that. It's pretty crazy. So
Oh, that sounds
No
sick.
way.
yeah, they have like the jump around there too.
But
Tradition.
that's what it is.
It's pretty nuts. Yeah, it's crazy. So
Was
much
it-
fun.
Wisco's the one where they all wear bibs, right?
Yeah, they wear some of the bibs. Yeah,
Yeah,
the striped
yeah.
bibs. I know a couple other schools do it too, but yeah, it's pretty electric in the football stadium there.
So going through the recruiting process again, is there any things you're looking for a second time around? I guess.
Definitely just like a place where I know like where I can come in, probably have an impact right away.
Yeah.
I think that's like maybe one of the, I don't know if mistake, but something I didn't really think about necessarily right away my first time. And then definitely another spot where I think I can get a good education out of it and focus on getting a degree and just bettering myself as a person, like you said, and
Yeah.
continue to work on my game. So to be honest, like nothing super like serious or strict, I guess, for what I've thought so far. But yeah, I'm excited
You're
to
gonna keep
explore some options.
all doors open.
Yeah,
kinda deal.
exactly.
Well, a lot of people don't think about that. That you have to be able to come in and actually make an impact,
Oh, yeah.
or else it's very difficult to just sit
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
And
Some-
no, you could be doing more.
Some of the
you know,
coaches know though that they put a plan in place for you. Like
Yeah, of
you
course.
might struggle your first few years, but
Yeah.
you're gonna have a big impact your third or fourth year, something like that. But I feel
Totally.
like you probably went to Wisco thinking like you were pretty young, right? What age?
Yeah,
were
I
you?
was young. I was only a year out being a true freshman, so I went in as a 19-year-old, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So were you going into Wisco thinking like you'd have a really big impact right away? Or?
I wouldn't like necessarily think I'd be like in the top six, or like maybe even playing like power play or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I thought I'd be able to get in some games and
Yeah.
play some more minutes than I actually did. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hard league, the Big Ten. It's
Yeah,
fast.
but it's also definitely about opportunity.
Yeah, you
'cause-
gotta take advantage as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I mean,
Whatever's given.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
gotta try to
totally.
make the most of it.
for
Yeah.
sure.
How would you say the hockey, I guess, compares to, I guess, the USHL coming from the NCAA?
I mean, it's just like I think like more structure into it, I guess. I mean, like guys are zipping passes like tape to tape like that. The thing I noticed like coming back, maybe it's a little bit more scrambly in USHL.
Yeah.
Just like breakouts are not necessarily as clean.
Like less flow.
Yeah, a little bit less flow to the game.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like college is actually quite physical too. Like that's
Really?
that's the thing.
College-
Like
dude,
I didn't really
college
think
is
about that too much. Like going to play in the Big Ten, I thought I was like pretty skilled. I mean, coming from the AJ, I mean, it's an okay league for physicality, but like guys are just so strong. I mean, you're going up against like full-grown men in that league. Guys who are like 22,
Yeah,
23.
Older than that.
Yeah,
They're
even
like
older than that.
26-year-olds.
Yeah, I think-
Nowadays, especially with the fifth year.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Yeah, because
So
the COVID year, that's changed everything. It's kind of
The fifth year's
backlogged
crazy.
everything.
I don't even know how that works, but I heard St. Cloud had like a bunch of 26.
yeah, they had a couple of 96s last year
Yeah,
who
with-
turned 26.
With the
is
COVID
wild.
year, it's basically like if they played during COVID, like
Yeah.
you got an extra year added.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's kind of crazy how they put that in, but
Yeah.
But I think it's starting to get out more guys.
Yeah, so like my
that's
first year
back
going in was like the first year it went back to 4 years. So our class would only get 4 years.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep,
the
that's
class
right.
before us got 5.
So we won't be able to get
Oh, no,
4 years at all
no.
or anything.
You guys will
no,
get 4.
Yeah, we get 4.
Or 5. Yeah.
Yes, you guys will get 4.
No, but going back to, talking about struggling through it and kind of working your way up the ladder, I guess.
Yeah.
Talk about, it takes a lot of mental toughness.
Yeah, no, totally.
And you got to be, you can't just sit and sulk either, even though sometimes you feel really bad on yourself.
Yeah.
You got to be part of the boys and taking care of everyone else as well. Talk about that a
No,
little
yeah,
bit.
for sure. I mean, obviously when you're not in the lineup too much, like you always want to have a big locker room impact, kind of get with the boys, like
Yeah, absolutely.
being a good guy in the locker room, got to be the best team you can be. I mean, you don't want to suck the life out of guys, obviously, which is a pretty bad thing to do when you're not playing. But yeah, you got to be the best teammate you can be. Enjoy the moments in practice. I mean, strive every day to work on your game, and yeah, I mean, use every opportunity in practice to get better and build confidence. I mean, just work on the little things and the little details, and hopefully eventually it'll pay off. But
For sure.
yeah, it's a hard mental game sometimes when going into weekends thinking if you're not going to play or not. So
yeah, it's definitely
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, I
For
feel, I
sure.
feel like that's even juniors too.
Oh,
Some
of
guys,
course,
I mean,
for sure.
everywhere, so the guys got to work to get in the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
talking about being a good guy in the locker room, all energy is contagious,
For
And
sure.
it's clear that Morsey knows that because he's, a hell of a teammate.
Stars gets fired up before games. Let's
Oh,
just
yeah.
say that Stars gets going.
Where is this? No, that's what I'm saying.
Stars gets going.
Everything is contagious. If you
Yeah.
see someone sitting, not very high energy.
That's true.
It leaks. into
Yeah, I
the rest
can
of
see
the
that.
team,
Starzy's picked me up a few times.
Someone sulking in the corner can kind of bring the whole team down.
Or if
but-
somebody's having, everyone has bad games. You can't
Yeah.
let it affect everyone else. It's
Totally.
that's the biggest thing.
But it's good. But it's also,
Especially in
we also-
playoffs,
Yeah,
too,
but you
coming
also
up.
need guys to pick people up. And I think
Absolutely,
we've got
yeah.
guys on our team that do that. I'm sure you had guys on Wisconsin who
Yeah,
were
for
picking
sure. I
other
mean,
guys up.
every team's got those guys who know how to get the fire lit again and get the boys going. So I think that's a very important part of the game.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
All right, we want to go into our first segment here.
Oh yeah. All right, we're getting into the first segment of the day. We're gonna do the freestyle segment with Brayden here. It's coming right up.
And you guys definitely have to DM us if you like segments,
Yeah.
don't like them. We want your feedback, so let us know.
Yeah, here we go.
All right, here we go, Marcy.
So we're gonna give him a word.
Starsy gives you a word, and that's the beat.
What is this?
Hey, this is fire.
All right. Mors, your word is going to be cup.
Top. Alright. Clark. Cup. Yeah.
Cup.
It's a must. Yeah. Me and my boys. Yeah. We on the podcast. Yeah. Oh man, I got nothing. So
Clark,
good.
cup.
All right, look, my boy Mors, make the cut.
Ooh,
Fracture up.
ooh. Join the live in 5.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
We gonna get second place in a bye. Ooh. My boy is in style.
Oh.
All right, we're done with that.
Yo, that
Cut that. Cut that.
cut what?
No.
Cut what?
Corny was kind of going off
That he
there.
was.
Yeah.
I'm next up. You know that.
Dude, it's not going to work. Oh, we're live.
All right, viewers, we are now starting our next segment, the live stream.
The live
So,
stream.
Live
segment.
stream.
if any of you wanna jump in or ask any questions, please do.
All right.
Oh, it looks like
We
We
got
have
viewers.
We've got
viewer.
viewers. Who is
Let's
it?
see. Let's
Oh,
start.
my sister joined. That's interesting.
Oh.
All right, let's get back into the pod
All
here,
right,
though.
Start, Morsey. I got my roommate, Mr. Scott. He says I need to ask this question. He's wondering what's the better junior league, the AJ or the Null. He needs to hear your opinion because he's got strong opinions that the Null is better.
He does have a strong opinion. We've had this debate before too. I mean,
There have been many debates.
There have been
Dick
many.
or Caleb Dick, another AJ veteran, who's played in that league before too. I mean, we always back each other up. I think you take the top end teams in the AJ and they're winning the Null Cup.
Oh wow,
The Null
that's
Cup,
bold. Yeah. That's bold. All right.
Is that what it's called? The Knock
I don't think so, but
No, it's called the
Robertson, right?
The Robertson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fish wouldn't know anything about that though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't heard it.
I mean,
Yeah,
they're
he-
both
he
they're
got
both
it.
solid leagues.
He was playing 20, 30 minutes. That's what he said in playoffs.
I didn't know anything about that. All right.
How's it living with Montez, though? That's a good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, I mean, I moved in like a couple days after Christmas. It was, going back from living with guys who I'd lived with for like a year and a half at school.
Yeah.
I mean, it was gonna be a new experience, but me and him meshed pretty well. I mean, he's pretty good guy. He's a beauty, so
Yeah, for sure.
he's pretty laid back, kind of similar to how I am. So
You said you lived with guys for a couple of years. Do you want to give a quick shout out to it?
yeah. My boy Corson Kuhlman's just signed his first NHL contract.
Hey.
Jackets lived with him freshman year, and then Caden Brown, I lived with him this year as well. So
Who's now on Waterloo.
he is now another good rivalry here.
So the fans will be seeing him. Not too
Exactly.
long.
Exactly.
And
isn't
April.
that and the
That's our
last games, and that's for the
That's the next
cowbell.
time we
That's for,
cowbell, yeah.
that's for the
Oh,
cowbell.
wow.
Like I think if we have to win like both, or else like we give teams a shot. Or
Really?
something.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, no,
we have no more cowboy games.
No,
So
Besides
we
that?
do.
No, we're
just
like
those-
ahead in the
Just
rankings.
those
but-
two, right? Don't we only have those two?
No.
Wow.
We're done with CR.
I don't know.
Do we play
We're done
Des
with
Moines?
CR. I
Do we
don't think we
play Des
We
Moines?
don't play Des Moines again.
We don't play Des Moines. So
Those
that's
are our
yeah.
last
I think
two.
we and Blake like did the math. And you think he says we have to win the last two or something?
We don't have to, though.
Okay, well that's if like nobody like.
Yeah, we'll see if anyone asks any questions over the next couple minutes.
Should we head to a little rapid fire?
Oh, we got one. Hi guys.
Oh,
Hi
hi.
Kat. How are you?
Should we head to?
Morsey,
Here, no.
let's go with the rapid fire.
Let's
here.
go with the
All
rapid
right,
fire.
I'm ready.
Starsy will. ask.
Maybe not on live. Let's talk about your pops for a little bit. He played professional hockey, did he not?
Yeah, he played for a decent long time in the NHL. I mean, he had a pretty good career. He's had a lot of influence on me growing up. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty important figure I've had in my life for sure.
And is he the reason you got into hockey?
Totally, yeah. I mean, living in Canada too. I mean, it's kind of like a
Oh, yeah.
righteous thing. Every kid kind of goes to the rink growing up. It feels like, but yeah, he's definitely the heaviest influence I've had in the game for sure.
Did he get you in skates when you were pretty young?
Yeah, pretty young. I think I first started skating when I was like around 2. I mean, when I was really young too, I think I wanted to be a goalie. I think there's a couple of videos. of
Oh,
him.
you want to be a
I wanted to be a goalie, so I think there's a couple of videos of him sniping on me, making me change my mind. So.
All right, we got to wrap this one up.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Let's head to all right. 3, 2, 1. All right, Stars, you're on the clock. Let's head into a little rapid fire.
All right. Hey, Corn Dog, you got that timer?
Yeah, we're getting going already here.
We're gonna start our rapid fire section.
All right.
All right, here you go.
Mars,
Morsey.
just don't think about it. Kind of just throw out whatever comes to mind.
Yeah, ready, set,
All right.
go.
Brayden Morrison, what's your middle name?
Jones.
And where are you from?
Jonesy.
Hometown's Calgary, Alberta. Born in Vancouver though.
Vancouver. Would you prefer to live in the farmland or the city?
Maybe city young, but definitely when I'm older, the farm.
Yeah, you want a little ranch.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your favorite movie you watched recently?
I haven't really watched too many movies recently, but me and Mons just finished The Last of Us first season.
Ooh,
Pretty good
yeah,
show.
that's good.
Recommended it for all you guys out there.
Would you rather be in a box full of snakes or a box full of spiders?
Oh, snakes! I think.
Wow.
Oh,
Favorite? Why?
I don't know. They're spiders just like seem gross crawling.
I feel like
on
there'd be more spiders than there
I'd
are
rather
snakes.
spiders.
Yeah.
Favorite grub spot in Dubuque?
Man, I think Ichiban's gotta be up there.
Oh, yeah.
Would you rather fight off 6 monkeys or 2 German shepherds?
Oh, 2 German shepherds.
Kiara or Sarah from Outer Banks?
I was a big Sarah Cameron got to start, but Kiara in the new season has been looking
Yeah.
pretty good, to be honest.
Do you have any pets of your own?
I used to have a dog, but not right now.
Tell us a joke.
Man,
Yeah, that's a tricky one.
that's
Eh?
a tricky one.
We'll go back to it. Favorite weapon to hunt with? I know you're a hunter.
Bow.
And you already answered. Is Max Montez a good billet brow?
Beauty, yes he is.
And best pregame ritual that you do?
Man, I don't really have any rituals, to be honest. I mean, just tape my stick the same way, like in the same spot. So that's pretty much it.
Do you kind of just go with the flow on days if you need treatment or stretch something out?
Yeah, I mean, I usually have a pretty similar like game day routine. Try to eat the same meal and stuff like that. Go to bed at certain times.
What's that meal?
I usually try to stick with like chicken and rice when we're at home. A little bit of broccoli, like a green vegetable in there.
Good stuff. Good games.
Yeah.
All right, Mars. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, boys. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
That was a good time.
Yeah, as you see, we just went live on Instagram. So if you guys wanna go pop out and like our new post and give us a little DM or something like that, we might even post and say we're gonna go live one day and just keep buzzing on the Instagram. But
send some questions, send some DMs.
I think the DMs we'll probably go through them maybe next episode.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll definitely start ripping off some DMs.
All right.
So thank you guys for joining. Appreciate you watching.
Morrissey.
Sweet boys. Thank you guys for having me.
Saints signing off.